Hi, fifth graders. All right, this is going to be your homework assignment for week 2. It's 6 problems, and we're going to look at the first problem together. And I'm just going to model how I would work through it and how I want you to show your work when you're doing your problem. I do not want to see just answers. I want to see how you multiplied it out. So no calculators. So let's look at this first problem. So it says Miss Moore took her fourth grade class of 25 students to the aquarium, and admission for each student was $12. What was the total amount of money needed for the field trip? So let's look at just what one student, so she's got 25 students, so I could draw them all out. There's one student, here's two, here's three, and so on. She's got 25 of those kids. Okay, so each one of these boxes represents a kid. And every time that one of them wants to buy like admission to get in, it's going to cost $12. So this kid costs $12. Oop, 12. This kid costs $12. This kid costs $12, and so on. And so that repeated addition, if I'm going to try to find the total amount, that repeated addition, 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12, 25 times, I could do that, or I could just simply multiply. So over off in the side here, this is where I want you to show your work, where you actually multiply this out. So I'm going to do it over here on the side so it'll be bigger. We're going to do 25 times 12. All right, so the very first thing I'm doing, and I want you practicing that standard algorithm, the very first thing I'm doing is I'm looking at this ones place. I'm going to circle it, and I'm going to multiply that ones place by everything on top. So 2 times 5 is 10. I'm going to regroup that 1, put the 0 down. 2 times 2 is 4, plus the 1 is 5. I'm going to put that there. I'm done with this. I'm going to cross it out. I'm done with the ones place, so I'm going to cross it out. I'm going to take that circle, make it a placeholder 0 right underneath, because now I'm moving to the tens place. I'm going to take the tens place and I'm going to multiply it by everything on top. So 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 2 is 2. I'm going to add those up. 0 and 0, 0. 5 and 5 is 10. And 3. So 300. Now, if I want you practicing the standard algorithm on that, and I want you practicing putting that placeholder 0. Remember this 0 right here. You have to remember to put that there. Otherwise, it would just be 50 plus 25, and that would give you an answer of 75, which would be wrong because our answer is 300. So that would be a very different number. So make sure, I really want you practicing that algorithm and putting that 0 there, and just being really careful when you're doing that regrouping, making sure you're adding that additional amount after you multiply. If you want to check your work, you could also, so I want you to show me this because this is our main thing we're practicing. But if you wanted to check yourself, you could try it another way. So 25 times 12. If we did this with the box, we're going to take this first number, break it down, 20 plus 5 and 10 plus 2. Draw your lines where your plus sign is. Then if I'm in this box here, I'm going to multiply what's on top, 20 times 10. So I know 2 times 1 is 2 with 2 zeros, so 200. If I'm in this box, I'm going to look up to the 5 and over to the 10. So 5 times 10 is 50. If I'm in this box, I'm going to look all the way up to my 20 and all the way over to the 2. 20 times 2, the 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1, 0. And then if I'm in this box, I'm going to look up to the 5 and over to the 2, and 5 times 2 is 10. Then these are my partial products, so I'm going to add them. So 200 plus 50, that would give me 250. And then 40 plus 10, there's my 50. I add those up and I get 300, which matches what I got earlier doing the algorithm. So I'm going to show my work in the side boxes here, and I'm going to make sure that my answer is easy for Miss Snyder to see by circling it or boxing it. So again, you don't have to do the box, but have check over, make sure your answer is correct, and that you're doing that algorithm the right way. And this is again, this algorithm right here. This is what I really want to see. So when I check them, I don't want to see again just a circled answer. It's going to look like you just used a calculator. So over here, you've got problem 2 all the way to 6. So really think about each one of these. So for example, on number 3, Sandy walks 26 miles in a month. Think about, like, really picture these and visualize what the story is and what's happening, and really think about what that looks like. And we will turn this in on Friday.